Quality indeed. In disbelief as she spun, she didn't even know where she wanted to go. And all of a sudden, it's in the back of the net. That is sensational. They have to try and win possession there. It's been picked up there. Mendoa just getting the ball down. Look at Kamalo getting in the way, but the danger's not gone just yet. And watch out, Eto's there. Finally, she goes down. Here's Colette Zana.
You talk too much. Forget the future. On our way down, my brother. Happy Monday. And I know what today be now. I don't need to tell you that today is Simon Ekpa's day. And we are happy to announce to you that the process is ongoing and the result is also on the way. The information reaching us here now is that Adade Orama with one other woman, I posted their video earlier on, are constituting nuisance. They want to complicate the issue of Simon Ekpa. Some people do. Some people they. I want us to listen to this message. Nigerian government hired a lot of Igbos. A lot of Igbos who travel to Finland to cause one commotion or the other. And according to the information, many of them appear there with Otomopo. That if the law court dies, decide to free Simon Ekpa, then they will finish him with Otomopo. Waiting the worry black man, waiting the worry the shoji. What is wrong with it in the Igbo? Hey, Igbo, waiting the worry on now. Waiting the worry on now. Look at the kind of nuisance these people are fighting in Finland just to make sure that they cause chaos. In fact, they make sure that they disrupt the appeal sitting today, knowing fully well that Simon Ekpa is going to start his defense today, knowing fully well that he's supposed to secure his freedom today, knowing fully well that nobody have any form of, evidence against him other than, oh, somebody tweeted and somebody said this, to the extent of considering to bring in a robot to stand as a witness against Simon Ekpa. All these things failed. Kidnap attempt failed. Now they think the only way they should get us, just like what they are doing now to get us in the terms of religion, in the terms of forcing Islam on our throat, using the most gullible ones on our midst to be fighting against the good ones. Look at what Adade Orama and the other woman is doing. Insulting people, telling them that they are smelling. They are stinking. Speaking it to the language, everybody was listening to her. Thank God they decided to ignore her. My brother, these people have been paid to go there to disrupt this appeal. If by the end of everything, Dr. Masanga tried and she say, the ones where they try for, they don't even want to help themselves. The man will withdraw and then the case will linger. Then we will come here now and tell me, oh, I said this, I said that. But look at the antecedent on how they want to truncate this victory that is at hand already. Igbo, I ask again, waiting the worry on her. What is on her problem? Why must everything about the Igbo also ego? It is alarming. I welcome you to this Monday live, and I just like as promised, We have a lot of programs we are going to project today, and I would like you to be part of it all from beginning to the end. So please, if you join this live, this program, I beg you, please, I beg you. If you want me to kneel down, kneel down to beg you. If you want me to kneel down, I will kneel down now and beg you. Say something when you enter this platform. Say something, even if na hi, you send a sticker, you commented. You can drop your own aim in what you think about the programs we are hosting, about the topic we are holding. Just say something. People are watching, people are reading. Even if they don't read it now, they will still read it later. Like the video, share it to other people to join. This is a place where we always tell you things the way it is. We don't propagate, and we tell you authentic information with clear evidence. Well, about the topic we have today, I don't have to wait for anybody. Marcel Mba Ewu, okay, say hi. Okay, my brother, I salute you. You're highly welcome. Child, you're a good student. It shall be well with you. I repeat, it shall be well with you. Anywhere you enter, whenever you talk, people will listen to you. You are a good student. You are a good student. It was but a wow. Marcel, it shall be well with you. Okay. The information that brought us here, I would have said, okay, let me publish the video, but no. I want us to just calm down to analyze this message. A lot of people are celebrating this. Igbos are the choosing race. Open confession from Ooni Of Ife. I want to remind us that this thing happens in every election cycle. If you don't know it, just know it now. The game these guys are playing have been noticed, but they still keep on playing this mind game, most especially the Igbos. This one now will not go and tell the Northerners now and say, oh, you people are choosing one, because they don't already have bad names. In fact, they don't already turn their back against Tinubu. So Tinubu now is looking within the southwest and the southeast. So this man now coming out now to tell us, oh, Igbos are the choosing one. They are this, they are that, they are. In fact, no, which kind of praise where all these idiots never praise in the Igbo, but at the end of the day, they will still betray you. All these are uncanny bed. This is just a trap, and I don't want everyone to celebrate this. This is not a celebration news, oh. It's not a celebration news. Just bring it here for we to calm down to analyze it. If not, I would have said, okay, let me publish the video. So please like this video as we proceed. I would like us to listen to this message before then we can be able to, we can take it off from there. Please, just chant it off, ma. You know if you want to and then I go where in our to Susie and work on a road kunti and only onion tante. In I want to hear 1 hour, 30 minutes program. So please endeavor to be part of it. And make sure you are also contributing through your comments, through your sharing. Because I see only for a bell up one day working at walk because I'm a very tank here. You see where your brother's cloth is burning. My brother, adios. Do not be among those who will be chasing right while their houses is on fire. Are you hearing me now? So this work is for all of us. This duty cause is for all of us, including you that I'm encouraging. Sometimes I also want to hear your own encouragement. Encourage me, I'm a human being. I have emotions the same way you have emotions. It is blood that is running on my veins. Encourage me, advise me just through your comments. When I read such a comment, my dear, it gives me more joy. It energizes me to continue with this. My brother, anyway, let me not go there. But let us just listen to this message and then we can take it off from there.
If you are an Igbo person, whether you are living in Nigeria or outside Nigeria, you have every reason, every audacity to be proud. Do you know why I said so? Please, I want to beg you to pay very close attention to this news, because I'm about to expose to us one of the biggest hidden secrets that we never knew. Please, I beg you, pay very close attention. I just finished watching a video, or I call it a confession, about the Igbos that was made by the Ooni Of Ife. And after listening to this confession, I said, God, What kind of people are Igbo people? They are favored, they are honored, and they are blessed. What kind of people are these people? And please, mind you, I'm not saying this to talk down on other tribes in Nigeria. No, no. We have Yoruba nation, or the Yoruba people are blessed, they are good people, they are favored. The Hausa people are blessed and they are favored too. But believe in me, the Igbos are highly favored. Without any sentiment, I'm being honest to you, and I'm going to prove it to you in this video. Just pay very close attention. After listening to this confession, I'm going to play the video now. I'm going to play it now. I just want to give you, summary about it. After listening to him, I said, God, something is up. But before I play that video, I want to tell you a similar story, right, of what happened in the Bible. Then you compare it to what he said now. Look at, for those of you that are familiar with the scriptures, if you remember or if you know, in the book of Isaiah chapter 7 from verse 14, Isaiah prophesied and said that a time will come, a virgin will conceive and bear a son.
Let me ask this question before we proceed. If you are an Igbo man or woman watching me, are you proud to be an Igbo? Whether you are a man or woman, are you proud to be an Igbo? I want you to answer this question. But comment, are you proud to be an Igbo? But let me tell you the gospel truth. I'm not proud, but I love my people. Now joke I did. One day, I am a proud Igbo boy. We are excellent. So Ooni Of Ife coming now to tell us this because election is coming. It's not a new thing to hear. I just want us to just come down to analyze the iniquity of all these animals that call themselves leaders. Because whenever they need something from you, they will sound so sweet. When they get what they want, then they become the tiger, the hyenas, and every other crippled animals like snake, anaconda. If you don't take time, they are going to swallow you. If you are proud to be an Igbo guy, and I mean an Igbo born, whether man or woman, male or female, and you are here watching me, if you are proud, let me see the sign at the comment section of this video. Just write, I'm a proud Igbo boy. One day, if you know what God did to you, if you know what your creator did to you, you will not stop thanking him until you finish living on this earth. You will not. Let us continue.
And his name shall be called Emmanuel, which means God is with us. You know that, right? Now, fast forward. In the book of Luke, chapter 1, if you read from verse 26 down, it says that God sent his angel to a young lady whose name is Mary, Angel Gabriel. And when Angel Gabriel, visited Mary, he said to her, Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with you. Some other, transcriptions will say that the angel Gabriel told Mary that she is highly favored. She is highly favored. And when I read that place, I paused. I asked myself, why did the angel Gabriel deliver this message to Mary that she is highly favored? Of course, you know that maybe then there could be other, lady that is a virgin that God could use to, accomplish his mission. But God chose Mary and said to her that she is highly favored. Please, I wouldn't bore you with words, but I'm giving you, a kind of similar story to what this daddy said. So that when you hear him, then you compare it to this thing I'm saying, then you know that something is up in Igbo land. Please, anywhere you see an Igbo person, or you watching me as an Igbo person, you can beat your hand on your chest and be proud. Believe in me, because you are highly favored. Others are favored, but you are highly favored. Don't belittle yourself. Now, I'm going to allow you to listen to the confession that our daddy made. Then after that, I'll come back to give you another story that is going to blow off your head. Please, just listen to him.
Before we allow you to listen to the main video that brought us here, which is the one from Ooni of Ife, the woman something. May I not go there? That one not voting brothers here. Okay, before we go to that chapter of hearing from him, I would like us to just take a little bit of our time to I kind of share this awareness. Don't forget, I keep on saying it, that we will keep on sharing this awareness, whether on a live stream, whether on a publication, whether on, in fact, no matter how, whether on like an article, please, anywhere you can do, anyhow you can do, please help us. We need to be sharing this awareness of Islam must not enter into Biafra territory. I repeat, Islam must not enter Biafra land. Let everybody day their day. Day or not, practice whatever you want to practice. Let me day myself and practice my own religion. My own religion. Not for you to be choking your own religion on my throat. Other countries are sharing initiatives on how to move things forward. You are sharing initiatives on how to impoverish my future generation, which we can never allow that to happen. Not now and not ever. As long as people like me still in existence, we can never allow this impunity to happen in Biafra land. If there's anything I can achieve on this journey, if this we achieve it, my brother, I am done. Biafra must surely come. But you see this one day, we don't want it to come with Biafra. Let them go to wherever they want to go. Okay, please listen to this, our brother, and then we'll come back to continue from the message of Ooni of Ife. Are you with me? Or if you don't mind, regardez.
Timeline, something like Igbo, come to the light of the world, come to Islam. You know, I'm not stereotyping and I'm not going to be biased. You see, my candid advice to Igbos, especially the businessmen among them, you have to be very sensitive and know how you can secure your land. You know, one thing about Igbos is that they are resilient. Their land could have been taken during the Biafran War, but they discovered that these people cannot be conquered easily, and they are determined people, resilient people. That is why the land of Igbo till now has not been conquered. But you know one thing about Islam that many of you don't understand is that they are gradualists. They are patient people. They are very, very patient. They don't rush. They take time to attend to whatever they want to achieve. You know what Afghanistan told US? They said, you have the weapons, you have the tech, but we have all the time in the whole world. We are very patient. We will wait for you. That was how they infiltrated US education system. They discovered that US cannot be conquered, not by any means. And they discovered that if you can brainwash the upcoming generations of children emanating from US, then you are finished US. That was how Qatar came up with their foundation, started pumping money into US education system from the grassroots. That was how they were able to lobby in Barack Obama in the year 1996 to become senator. And he came in as a Christian, disguised as a Christian, but underneath a jihadist. And he came in with LGBTQ+. He started sponsoring LGBTQ+, brainwashing the children. That was how the children of that time are the youth of today. They are the one disturbing the peace of the country today. They are the one disturbing US today. They are the leftists. They are the bunch of transgender. They are the people disturbing the country today. They have been brainwashed. So it took US years for them to realize this. And that is the era of Donald Trump. It was about 3 months ago they stopped Qatar Education Foundation for US. Everything about their sponsorship, they stopped it. And they started creating awareness about Islamic takeover of their country. So that the upcoming generation, the one going now, in the next 20 years, they must have had that awareness. They must have grown up with that awareness that there is a particular religion called Islam that wanted to destroy their country. And they are not hiding it. They are saying it plainly to your face that America must be Islamized. That's why you see the awareness. They have to stop it. The same thing is being done on you today, Igbo people, because they discovered you cannot be coerced. They can't fight you. but they can easily, gradually penetrate your land by means of what you like, money. An Igbo man can do anything for money. I'm sorry to say, but that is the reality. So they keep pumping money into your land to build you up, gradually taking over your land. As you can see, this one has been converted. What is the name again? Emmanuel accepted Islam yesterday at Abochi Central Mosque. He is now Abu Malik. They changed his name from Emmanuel from Emmanuel to Abdul Malik. So what could be more than that when it comes to conquer? That is gradual conquest of your land. So you have to wake up and see how you can sponsor Christianity, how you can create awareness. Don't sit down in Lagos and forget about your village. By the time you go back to your village, you'll be shocked. The number of masjid, you know what they call masjid? Different mosques that must have been built, and you cannot do anything about it. We are not trying to condemn any religion here. We are not stereotyping. Please, we are just creating awareness. We are not against Muslims, but we are against the barbaric religion. Ideology, sorry. The ideology, which is Sharia law. That is why you see the president of Burkina Faso banned Sharia system from the country. He banned them. Those who went to Saudi Arabia to go and learn about Sharia law, Sharia system, he refused to allow them to come into the country. Yes, he said they should remain in Saudi Arabia. And Saudi Arabia ejected those people. That is what they do. Once Saudi Arabia teaches you that Sharia extremism, they will not allow you to stay in that country. They will push you out. So those guys that you are looking for a country to go to, I pray they don't come to Nigeria, because Burkina Faso presidents refuse to allow them to come into the country. And those ones in the country, he banned them together and throw them in asylum for being formatting. So Igbos, you have to be very careful. Just make sure that your land is not invaded.
You heard this message. Please, I want to beg you guys watching my program or watching my publications, do not get offended whenever you see this video on any of my publications. Please, I beg you, do not get offended. Don't say I have put it so many times. We need to be sharing this awareness. We need to liberate our future generation. If not, my brother, if you leave them with these people, the end is going to be disastrous. I repeat, the end is going to be disastrous. So this message will be shared on my platform as long as I live. As long as they stop this their evil deed, I will never stop sharing it. And I also want to encourage you to stop sharing and also create this awareness. Let them know that that road which all of them think that they want to enter, there is no any road there. That will lead to destruction. Because even the ones who don't follow them for how many decades, since 1804, where be Yoruba, they see they call them fake Muslim. Then how much more do you think that these guys will trust you to be a good Muslim? You are not born into Muslim. You are not born into Muslim. You are a conversion. A conversion is equals to a kind of a slave. If I'm allowed to use that word, you convert to something, not because you are being born into that, not because you convert into it because you like it, just because out of cohesion and love for material things you converted. So you are automatically, directly or indirectly, slave to that master who paid you to convert to his or her faith. I beg you once again, let us continue with this awareness. It shall be well with all of us. At the end, Biafra must surely come. Once again, I encourage you to hold on to your faith. Whatever news you are hearing, whether good or bad, I want you to remain strong. I want you to guide your heart. Guide your stamina. Let nothing like earthquake or tsunami shake you. Because one thing you must take back home, every day of your life you wake up, just know that Biafra must surely come at the end of it all. And Biafra remains the final miracle, according to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that is going to happen on the planet Earth. In the sense that to some extent, if I may use that word, it's going to shake the whole world. A lot of countries is going to fall. That is part of the shaking. A lot of economy is going to collapse. And a lot of people will go in for it. A lot of amendments need to be made. It's part of the thing that's going to shake the global. Because many factors contributed to where Biafra is today. Many factors. I mean, in terms of negativity. Many countries, many hands, many cabals. A lot of big wigs have hands in holding Biafra down. Even as I'm talking to you now, Oga Mazi Donald J. Trump, they Israel now with Benjamin Netanyahu. And I'm very sure that this matter of Biafra will also be discussed, because Israel and Benjamin have taken it upon themselves that Biafra must surely gain their independence. That it will be decades they allow Nigeria and UK to be using how to play too odd. They said enough is enough. To the extent that all the whole media houses in Jerusalem and every other part of that country, Israel, have been mandated to be preaching the gospel of Biafra liberation. What more can we ask? Or rather, what more will convince you for you to know that what we are doing, that this is the awareness we are creating in this 2026, it is top notch. I repeat, it is top notch. Even Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, they hail every Igbo man out there from Sokoto prison. That what information they keep giving to him sometimes, when they show him some from the what they call it, from phone, when they go to visit him, he was amazed. He's a kind of impressed of what Biafrans are doing. The spirit of resilience, the spirit of Ojaga, the spirit of if you want to buy us, buy everybody, not be only one person. And that is where we stand. One day, I say it once again, at the end, Biafra must surely come. Whether the devil like it or not, whether the zoo like it or not. Even the so-called, what they call it, Satan of Sokoto and Gumi, all those ones, they are just errand boys to the Biafrans when the time is right. Go and mark my word, it must surely happen. Because they will want to withhold whatever they hold in Biafra land in form of all their oil wells. Then Biafra will give them condition. Yes, you must become our errand boy if you still want to maintain the oil wells. Otherwise, you give it up. And these guys, as long as they have to do with oil, they are not ready to give it up. So they are going to become our errand boys when that time comes. Just go right and somewhere say, "I may talk no good thing, I may talk." It must surely happen. So let us listen to the message of Ooni of Ife. But I tell you earlier on, please do not celebrate this woman, this Megremo man they call Ooni of Ife. Do not celebrate this. This is not a celebration news. This is just a trap on every election cycle year. Every election cycle year, you will see them coming out to praise the Igbos because they want something from the Igbos, because it is going to salvage their interest. But this time around, Faitigaka na Tipa Buaja, we don't even have time for them. The only time we have now is for the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa, and then we continue from where we stopped before two of them were kind of seized. So let us listen to him. I don't know, maybe you might like to celebrate it, but to me, no celebration about this kind of news. We are great people. You know you are great people. You as an Igbo man, you know you are great. So we don't even need anybody to be singing it with the trumpet. Igbos are great people. Igbos are great. No, we know. We know how great we are. That is why anywhere we go, people must naturally notice an Igbo man. Anywhere we go, they must surely know that this is a Biafran. Because we move with excellence. Ebube, and if you pass here, my brother, they don't say the person will pass. Say na king, na him pass. Unlike the chaff, when chaff pass, they will tell you this one na chaff. You know what I say? You never live for Asia before now. When you live for Asia, you go know how far. Now before why I know self all a buzo just talk on oku. Get talk on ezigbo talk o. Agwera na iwu ugo. Agwera iwu ugo. Also no wahala. Even I would 300 or man one day. He and amen. So please let us listen to him.
And the truth be told, the race that first discovered prosperity and wealth, and they really nurtured it, are the Igbo race. The Igbos first discovered it through their ancestral background, the lineage of Obatala, discovered the prosperity and wealth in terms of the divinity wealth, a festival of wealth and prosperity. Everything in this world that we stand for, everybody is looking for, one way or the other, improvement in their socio-cultural status. Everybody is looking for advancement. Everybody is looking for prosperity. There is that element of prosperity, the unseen element that is created by Almighty God, the unseen element of wealth and prosperity that we should give honor to and we should celebrate, because there is a spirit behind it, and the spirit behind it is the spirit of Agitation, and it is very connected to our day-to-day life activities. Give honor to whom honor is due. God created wealth. God created prosperity. God created the entire humanity. But at some point, the world of the spiritual world, that's the world of divinity.
I beg, I pause, let us pause. Mama is in the house. Mama, I can now. Mama Eunice, I greet you. All this while I've been coming online, I cannot see you. I miss you so much. You're highly welcome, Mama. You are one of the icons of Biafra. We need to celebrate you. I was young around kind of celebrate. Get celebrate what they didn't do. Mama will celebrate you. I beg, if you're there for this platform, I want you to shout out to Mama. Mama Eunice. If you're there to play this platform and you are watching from the comment section, look at there. You will see somebody by name Eunice Samson 8645. Please give her a shout out. Shower her with praises. She is one of the nurses that attended to our soldiers. As a matter of fact, she was on the front line during the 1967 to 1970 genocidal war against the Biafrans, against the Igbos. So she joined the live today. She has been here before, and she is here again today. So please give her a shout out if you can hear me very clear. Mama Eunice, I say it once again, you are highly welcome. Please let us continue with our message.
Existed several thousands of years before humanity. One of the world of divinity is Agi, in which in Ife it has been from time immemorial, before creation of humanity. It has been like that in terms of celebration of wealth. But to the glory of God, a particular race actually discovered it first. And the truth be told, the race that first discovered prosperity and wealth, and they really nurtured it, are the Igbo race. The Igbos first discovered it through their ancestral background, the lineage of Obatala.
There is something I want us to look into. Yes, we are going to continue the message. You know, Yoruba always use this. It's like there is a deity in Yoruba land they call Obatala. Do you know that this man pinpointed it out? That Obatala belongs to the Igbos. And each of man, Obatala means he don't come. Obatala. Just like, okay, let's take an example now. I transfer money to you. So I have Obatago. Yes, Obatala. Some weekends Obatala, depending on your own dialect. You know, ndị bay na-asụ Obatago, onwe ndị na-asụ Obatala. I'm from Imo State. You understand? So, Obatala ndị Yoruba they use. Do that means Yoruba are they from the lineage of Ndi Igbo? I don't understand. Because we can never have people who come from our lineage like this uncanny birds. My brother, I am a fire mayor. we need to trace, really do a thorough investigation and research about this matter. But let us continue from where we are. Or if you have any information about this Obatala, if you know any story about it, you can feel free to share with us at this platform here as the program is going. So please, sorry I give you work. I can't go see me. Okay, tinyaka, ngoye tinyaka. Ya Ooni Ife na-aga agbakọ aka nye ọma mere wee gbaa ọfụfọ. So actually they get aka we move all this ministry to the permanent site, which is Biafra recognition. That is what we all are fighting. Once this is achieved, my brother, onye ọ na-abata ala Igbo, aya calm all down, we build and I
discovered the prosperity and wealth in terms of the divinity world. And that's the reason why today the race of Igbo people, they're very, very particular and they have very good expertise when it comes to commerce. They are very distinct all over the world. There is no place in the world that you will go that you will find an Igbo man. And the same goes with the Jews. There is this mistake that the world usually make. They make this mistake that the Igbos came from the Jews. No, it is the other way around. The truth be told, the first human race that existed was the Igbos before the Jews. And we were all living.
When they hear him again, from the mouth of Ooni of Ife, the first ever man that existed were from the Jews. In other words, the Jews came from us, not the other way around. Not we came from the Jews. According to his story, he's told. Another person might have a different version of this, but this is what we are analyzing at the moment. So let us stop using that language for now. Igbos emanated from the Jews. No, the Jews emanated from the Igbos. Igbos were here before the Jews came. You get the point now?
Together at the center of tropical rainforest, which is the heart of the whole thing, the land of expansion. We were all living together as one big happy family before they started moving clockwise. They started moving towards the eastern part of the world where they started settling. So the race of the Jews and the Igbos are very similar, but the Igbos are way older than the Jews. They are both commercially driven. They are both enterprise in nature. They are both driven by wealth because that is their ancestral belief. That's the race they belong to. In Nigerian economy today and the entire black race, if you don't give honor to the Igbos in terms of commerce and trade, you are just deceiving yourself. So the truth be told, let us go back to our history, where we all came from. Ideally, the Igbos are supposed to join us to celebrate this festival because it belongs to them and the entire human race and the Yoruba race. We are just the custodian because at some point we were all living together here. So let us realize what connects us. What connects us is more important than what brings us, that separates us. This is one of the major things that connects us together. So I want to use this medium of this festival to reach out to them, for them to dig out more facts about their history, the main scholars in Igbo land, to fact find their roots and ascertain the fact that we're all living together as one big happy family. And Igbos, they don't joke with kola nuts. And we use kola nuts to appease the spirit of Agitation.
Now you heard him. But let me give you a summary of what he said so that from there I can bust your head. Just listen to this. First, he said that the Igbos first discovered wealth and they nurtured it. The Igbos first discovered wealth and they nurtured it. Secondly, he said, there is no place in the world you will go and you will not see an Igbo person. There is no place in the world you will go and you will not see an Igbo person. Listen carefully. So he said the Jews came from the Igbos. You know, there is this, story or kind of belief that we have that, Igbos came from the Jew. Now, the Ooni of Ife, the traditional ruler of the Yoruba land, is saying that no, that perception or that, knowledge we have is actually wrong. That
Okay, I just Google something now, despite the fact that Google will not help me about my stories. But let us just assuming that what they wrote here is similar to what Ooni of Ife said. But let me just read. I will allow you to continue listening to the music, but I just decided to make a research now by myself. Igbos and Jews, who came first on this planet Earth? So let us know how to differentiate the two. According to AI overview, he said both Igbos and the Jews, or Jewish, okay, people are ancient ethnic and cultural groups with deep historical roots. That Jews and Igbos have deep historical roots together. Okay, let me continue. He said, but as distinct human populations and cultures, neither came first on the planet as a whole. Humanity itself existed long before either group emerged. Okay? Yeah. He said the Jewish people, we start with it. Imagine in the Near East, the Levant, out of the ancient Israelites and Hebrews during the first millennium BCE, over 3,000 years ago. The Jewish identity and foundational text took distinct historical shape in the Middle East, which is where Israel has been located today. Okay, now, according to him, or rather according to AI, Igbo people, indigenous to West Africa, primarily modern-day southeastern Nigeria. Archaeological and historical evidence indicates that Igbo civilization and continuous settlement in their homeland span thousands of years. While some oral traditions and modern groups draw connections or suggest historical migration theories linking the Igbo to the ancient Israelites, an idea popularized by some community members and writers over the centuries. Mainstream historians and archaeologists view Igbos as an autochthonous indigenous West African population. Both cultures developed independently in their respective regions of the world, according to AI overview. This is what AI gave to me. Maybe if I check at Grok, it might give me a different interpretation. But for now, let me kind of continue with this music while I make other research, because we are here to know exactly whom we are. Yes, I know we are the special people. We are the choosing people. We are the choosing race. Nobody is going to doubt that. Nobody is going to compete with us on that. This one, I'm not just saying it because I'm an Igbo. My brother, I have associated with so many nationalities, most especially Chinese, Japan, Korea, and other, somebody from Denmark and Cyprus. You understand me? I know the capacity of all these guys. Everybody believes, oh, Chinese have brain. When they come more down, they don't have brain reach an Igbo man. A Chinese man will bring an idea, but how to put that idea into working, he don't know about it. The reason why you see Japan will bring something and they will bring an idea and there's a kind of mobilize that idea, put it into something, is because Japan and Igbo have similar, they have something in common. Yes, that is not the reason why we are here. But I'm just telling you this. Maybe you never heard about this before. Japan and Igbo have something in common. Maybe when we get to that bridge, we are going to cross it. But for now, let us continue with our research.
it is the Jews that came from the Igbos. Now, let me say this. There is this documentary I've been going through for quite some time, right? And I have found a video that documented how old the Igbos have been on earth. Believe in me, you won't believe it. Maybe I'm going to play that video. I'm going to talk about it in one of my next videos, right? So please, if this is your first time coming across my video on my channel, just do well to subscribe, because henceforth, I'll be getting you hot, right? Just do well to subscribe. I'm into so many research about the Igbos and, so many things. So just, subscribe. So the Ooni of Ife said that it is actually the Jews that came out from the Igbos, not the Igbos from the Jews. And fourthly, he said,
let me ask before we proceed. More. The number is up. The likes, the comment, the hi, hello, an emoji. What do you think about Simon Ekpa's case today? Do you have anything to say about it? Do you have any wishes for him? Nobody is writing anything. Only on just park here. Continue.
That if you don't give honor to Igbos, you are deceiving yourself. Now me talk not me talk. You remember that story I told you, that the angel said to Mary that you are highly favored.
Let me pause this one for a while. I have a good news, and that good news is exactly what Ooni of Ife said. I'm asking Jiminy now. The other one is AI overview. This one is Jiminy AI. So let's see what he said here. He said a whole lot. We're going to come down to read that whole lot. Your existence is a threat to many. I repeat, your existence as Ooni Igbo is a threat to many people. You never done anything to them, but that aura that provokes blessing anywhere you find yourself is what makes them to hate you. Nothing more, nothing less. You are not blocking anything for them. You never take their girlfriend. You never take their wife. You never even take their land for free. Whatever you have, you acquired it based on your own capacity to hustle. You understand me? The only thing that made them to hate you is because of that aura, that blessing, that excellence you carry. When looking at which group exists first, let me tell you what I asked so that you will know where I'm coming from and where I'm going. Say, Jews and Igbos, who came to this earth first? That is my question. Say, when looking at which group existed first, human genetics, linguistic history, and also archaeological evidence show that ancestral African population in West Africa, including the ancestors of Igbo people, existed long before the distinct ethno-religious identities of both the modern Igbo and the Jewish people formed. To break this down clearly, it helps to distinguish between ancient human populations, genetic ancestors, and formation of distinct cultural identities. Number 1, human origins and genetic ancestry. First inhabitants. Ancestors of Igbo, modern humans, originated in Africa roughly 200,000 to 300,000 years ago. A whole lot. But let us continue. Human settlement in West Africa, including the region that is modern-day Igbo land in Nigeria, dates back tens of thousands of years. E.g., the Iho Eleru site in Nigeria dates back to around 11,000 BCE. Indigenous African lineage in West Africa have a continuous evolutionary presence on the continent going back to the earliest periods of Homo sapiens. Ancestors of the Jewish people. The genetic ancestors of modern Jewish populations were part of the ancient Near Eastern and Levantine populations in the Middle East. These groups settled in the Fertile Crescent during the Neolithic period around 10,000 to 8,000 BCE. As agriculture developed, verdict on genetic prehistory, the African continent and the extension, the lineages that remain in West Africa, has the oldest continuous human genetic history on the planet Earth. Number 2, formation of distinct identities as named groups. Both Igbo and the Jew represent specific ethnic, cultural, and linguistic identities that emerged much later in the history of human. Jewish ethnogenesis, approximately 12,000 BCE to 600 BCE. The distinct identity of the Israelites, the ancestors of the Jewish people, began taking shape in the southern Levant during the late Bronze Age to early Iron Age. The earliest historical and archaeological record referencing Israel as a named group of people is the Menata, still from the ancient Egypt, dated around 1208 BCE. The term Jew derived from the kingdom of Judah. Yehuda became the dominant identification following the Babylonian exile in the 6th century BCE. I hope you are following. I thought they write a whole lot and I cannot be jumping it. If I jump it, you won't understand the message. So please, hold on to your faith while I read. I'm the one that is reading. So I'm supposed to be the one to complain. So please, just give me your ear. Good evening from here, Okuta Daily Talk. Hit. Oh, this is my guy. Okay, let me continue. The Igbo language belongs to the Volta Niger branch of the Niger-Congo language family. Linguistic estimates that the distant Igbo language branch began splitting off from the related West African languages around 3000 BCE to 1500 BCE. The summary, okay, number 1 of it is, in terms of human presence on Earth, the indigenous African populations of West Africa, ancestral to Igbo, have lived in the Africa far longer than any group migrated into Euro-Asia or developed distinct Middle Eastern identities. Number 2, in terms of recorded cultural and ethnic identity, both the Proto-Igbo linguistic groups and the early Israelite communities emerged around the same broad historical window, roughly 3,000 to 4,000 years ago, as localized agricultural and metalworking societies in their respective geopolitical zones. This is the message, and I am sure you understand English very perfectly and very well. According to Jiminy, he said the Igbos and the Jews emanated at the same time. But there is original Igbo, not original Igbo, sorry, according to cultural linguistic. You understand me? So some appeared within the space of 3000 BCE, some 4000 BCE, some even appear within the range of 1200 BCE, and so on and so forth. So this question of who emanated from where, whether Igbos come from Jews or Jews come from the Igbos, still remain a mystery. But maybe we are going to find a way to decode it. Maybe through DNA. We are going to do DNA. So let me not waste much of your time. Oh, my brother Iko Tonye, you are highly welcome. Oh, I praise you. Please, Iko Tonye, give shout out to Eunice at Eunice Samson 8645. If you are hearing me, Iko Tonye, she is one of the nurses that is attending to our men on ground, like in front line. Sorry, during the 1967 to 1970 genocidal war against the Igbos. Please, she is a great grandma, and she always here to encourage us to continue pushing. So please, if you can hear me very well, Iko Tuonye and any other person that is watching me and hearing my voice, give shout out to Madam Eunice, Grandma Eunice, not Madam, Grandma Eunice Samson. Okay, please, I would like us to be acknowledging her each time we saw her here. Not only dead people they need to celebrate. No, we need to celebrate the living. So let us celebrate her while she is still living. She see hellfire at the front line, treating our wounded soldiers during that shenanigans they called a civil war. Anyway, let us continue listening to this, our brother from another mother. He have his own different version of the story that brought us here today. I hope you are following. And before I forget, let me show us the grandmaster official, which is Simon Ekpa and Dr appearing before the court. Where is that video, sir? Okay. Oh. Okay, please continue listening while I get the video.
The Ooni of Ife is saying that if you don't give honors to Igbos, you are deceiving yourself. Now, let me tell you a story. In 1956, when Elizabeth II wanted to visit Nigeria, in fact, he has told the Nigerian government that he's going to visit them, and the Nigerian government went into confusion. You know why? Because they started to think, where is she going to stay? Which car are we going to room on? You know, so many things. Of course, the Queen of England, you know, Her Majesty. So they got worried. And then she eventually visited. But as they were thinking, a young man, a young businessman from Igbo land, in 1956, said to the federal government, don't worry, I'm going to settle that. And Sir Louis Odumegwu Ojukwu, the father of Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu, said, I have a Rolls Royce. Come and use it to carry the queen. And he volunteered, or he gave his Rolls Royce to the federal government so that they can use it to, you know, carry the queen around. And people said, in 1956. And today, we are saying, oh, the richest man in Africa is from the north. Well, maybe you can say that because of the war, right? Because of the war, you can say that. But I'm just telling you history. But again, maybe some of you have not heard what the Nigerian Senate President said about the Igbos. I'm not sure some of you have listened to him. I'm going to play it. It's just about 1 minute. Listen to what the Nigerian Senate President, Ngozi Orabueze, said about these Igbos. Maybe you will understand. The essence of making this video, I will repeat, is this: to tell you that you, as an Igbo person, when I say be proud, I don't mean go and find trouble. I don't mean go and carry your shoulders up. No. But have that confidence, have that audacity that you're a lion, that you are brutal. You don't understand. Please listen to him. I'll come back to show you another video that will bust your head because I have them repeated. Listen to him.
A group of very mercantile people, hardworking people, who on their own were reducing it.
You hear them. Okeke don't talk am. Okaf don't talk am. Okore don't talk am. Okonkwo don't talk am. And you as an Igbo man, you see the door yourself. You see one make people they pity you. When you carry excellence, when you carry the power to make things happen. Any Igbo man don't flow the lazy one name. No. Only your appearance alone, my brother, money will see you and they will come up. So why must you be struggling? As an Igbo man, want to be proud of yourself. Anywhere you go, hit your chest and say, I'm a proud Igbo boy, because na greatness they follow you. Anywhere you go, na greatness. Anywhere you put hand, na greatness. I pity all these miscreants we have in this present day Igbo who are constituting this that left, right, and center, going on the street fighting because they don't know what they want. They don't know their worth. I swear to God. As an Igbo man, if you know your worth, anywhere you go, people supposed to they buy tickets, they just come to shake you. People just buy tickets, come to shake your hand, say one day, I heard that you are greatness. Please, let your greatness follow me. That is an Igbo man. But upon all this greatness, we still use it to go on the streets, fighting, constituting nuisance, doing one called something or the other. I didn't say anybody should not do whatever they want to do. Whatever game you want to play, my brother, go ahead and play it. But this issue of going on the street to be washing our dirty linings on the public as an Igbo person, which is excellent. Go to all the whole working tech company in US, Canada, UK, what do I call it, Australia, Austria, all these top grade 1. Okay, I mean all these first world country, I mean first country world. All these first world countries, you go to their tech company in terms of commerce, who will see there, the head of the department there, na Igbo person. There's no two ways about it. Not even Igbo by slave, no, Igbo by migration. Just going there for a greener pasture before you know it. What the Tafara brother said, he said, don't give an Igbo man chance. He made that comment since 1968. That if you make them laborer, when you come back 6 months time, they will become the owner of the place. So that chance is not what they don't want to give an Igbo man. That's why they said since 1968, say Igbo man can never rule Nigeria. It isn't a lie. It isn't a lie. It is 1968. That is still fresh on their memory. In their doctrine, they still say it like that. So all this up and down, people will the jump. Well, and I hope they don't want to play a fast one on us by giving him the 4 years he asked, so that they were going to then trap the Biafrans into zoo. Because when they give him that, they will never even allow him to concentrate. They will disturb him with insecurity. And then after the 4 years, you hand over to them, then they will use you finally as slaves. So I hope that is not what they want to do. But P2B, you better be extra careful in dealing with these guys. Let us continue listening to Akpabio and what he got to say concerning the people he is treating bad. All of them know that you have greatness, but yet they don't want to accept the fact. Out of their pomposity and what would I call it, and ego, they don't want to accept the fact. Well, no problem. No problem. We for this life.
Hardworking people who on their own. Where would you think you would have taken money to do all they have done? Almost all the Igbo people that I know after the Civil War, the billionaires are all self-made. Whether in the aviation industry, you look at Odema, whether you look at Chief Okonkwo, who just found out that he wasn't the only one who sponsored Yoruba Gige. Yeah. And that Ifeanyi Oba was also there, so I expect him and Yoruba Gige to go and discuss outside. That is United, whether I make it for, and so many others. I can tell you that the Igbos are self-made. The Igbos are very proud people. The Igbos are very mercantile. The Igbos are the only ethnic group in Nigeria that when they enter Kano State, they build houses in Kano State for themselves. They don't rent. They turn around the place. When they enter Lagos, they own almost 2 or 3 local governments and build houses and live there. There's no place they go to, they don't make it back. But other Nigerians will come to my state and rent houses and stay for 15 years and go back without building a structure. But the Igbos are not the same. They are not like that. Wherever they are.
You know what? I just finished watching again another video of a Yoruba man where he said that you see these Igbos, you cannot defeat them. No, you didn't defeat them, and this time you are not going to defeat them. Not in terms of war, no, but in terms of being viable, in terms of economic development, in terms of being active. He said that they cannot be defeated. Please, use your ear and hear. Don't be for my mouth till they come out. I'm only reporting what they say. Please, listen to him.
Reality. I was born in Lagos Island, number 8 Okoya Street. I went to St. Patrick's Primary School. I know the composition of the community. I know when everybody started to come to Lagos, and I know what it is now. Even now, we have 4 houses in Lagos Island. All of them have been taken over by non-Yoruba speaking people, and they are predominant. An election is about number. How was it possible for an Obama, who is from Kenya, to be the president of America? Or the present mayor of England, who is a Muslim, if the character of the demography of a community changes, there is hardly anything you can do. They will take over from you. It is just a matter of time. No matter the struggle, we can strategize and give them a portion. But they say they are going to be zero. It's a waste of time. And I'm an advocate of this thing for the past 30 years. Because I grew up with them. I went to school with them. I know their capability. I know their tendencies. I know their unity of purpose more than us. I know their focus. And I know they can defeat us if you are not careful. I am very sure. I don't have any doubt at all. What I can say, where they are predominant, let us leave it for them. You cannot defeat them. Even if you harass them, they are a lot more aggressive than us. I just saw some touts disturbing them. If they attack you, you are gone. Don't push them to the wall because they are not like us. Their own upbringing is fight to finish. They've gone through it before. So don't push them to the wall. My people, I am part and parcel of you. But we have allowed them, which is normal. Southeast people, look at them. How can you not talk about the demography of Lagos? Even our food. How do you talk about, all the Igbo food? They brought them. We grew up with them. We are part and parcel of them. There should be no discrimination in whatever form. And
free man equal to Onye, then why are they not respecting Igbos? My brother, you cannot take it away from them. That is a human being, and also a black man mentality, or rather black people mentality. They know all these things. They know the excellent Igbo man carry. Let me also remind us here, one word Obasanjo said what is happening in the Nigerian politics, that any decision or whatsoever they want to take, and that decision is going to favor an Igbo man, they will rather not take that decision. Any decision that is going to favor that native population of the Igbos, let's say Igbos they are allocated maybe like 100 million to us, then out of all that 130 or 150 or 180 or 200 million that remains, they will never take that decision because it's going to benefit an Igbo man. Obasanjo made a statement. IBB also made a statement. A lot of the northern oligarchies have also made such a statement. What is the offense of an Igbo man? This question has been asked on so many occasions. It has been asked on so many times, different hours, different locations, yet no answers have been given. What is offense of an Igbo man to that contraction they call Nigeria? Simple. You refuse to be Islamized. And that was why I have taken it upon myself that I must be creating this awareness that Islam have no place in Biafra land. The reason why they fought you, the reason why they go to war with you, because they thought they are going to finish you within 3 days and take over your land and import Fulani from Senegambia or all the whole West Africa to come and dwell in your land. But they didn't succeed. It took them 36 good months. Even before then, they have already imported different pilots that using their fighter jet, bombing innocent civilians in Biafra land. They know they could not win you. They know. And the reason they go to that war is because of your land. Not because of your oil. They want to take over your land. In fact, your existence remains a threat to them, both now and in the future. You that is going to Sumo Babalawo, do you think that these people are not spiritual? These people are spiritual. They have already known you right from time. If Tafawa Belewa being what they call him could make a statement 1968 that the reason why they don't want Igbos to rule is because they are too dominant. That is the only crime you committed. They are too dominant. They are not accusing you of taking their wife, taking their land, converting their government properties into your own, or going to their own area and begin to drag land with them. They never accuse you of that. The only thing accuse you, your crime, is because you are dominant and resilient. That is the only offense you committed. The reason why Yorubas hate you today, no be any other thing, not simply because things they think is impossible. You as an Igbo man see it as nothing they happen. Things they see, it is impossible for somebody of their age to achieve. Somebody who is below their age as an Igbo man, they achieve that. In fact, they do miles. So when they see you, they become agitated and they got angry and jealous. I say it again, as an Igbo man, you carry grace. The grace where you carry. If other try to carry that kind of grace, man, one day, there'll be too much competition in Nigeria. But they don't have it. Only Igbos and that grace was made available for. And for a reason. Because they are special people. You are a special being. You are the choosing one. And also you are the choosing race. Anywhere you go, if you shake your body, something going to happen. Let's continue with our message, I beg.
And I'm appealing to our people, don't push this thing too much. Because you don't want them. And we want them.
I want them.
So that is the argument. How can you talk about Ajegule and you are talking about Yoruba people? How can you talk about Ojo, Alaba Ragu, and you are talking? I can talk about First Act. You know, these are accidents of history. When there was First Act, who was, and we want them.
I want them.
So that is the argument. How can you talk about Ajegule and you are talking about Yoruba people? How can you talk about Ojo, Alaba Ragu, and you are talking? I can talk about First Act. You know, these are accidents of history.
These are messages and messages and messages. All is about you and you and you alone. Well, let me shock you again. There is a new update from Dr. David Masanga. This is a program he anchored when Pope died. And now he bring it back. That most of the things Pope requested from these so-called African leaders, none of them have been implemented. It is all on paper. So I would like us to listen to this message. We will have one or two things to discuss from it. As you are watching, I'm not seeing your like, you are not commenting, nothing. You just look me. Ngwano, you better say we go make you look man.
As we take this further now, we speak to the founder and chairperson of the Pan-African Forum, that's Dr. David Matsanga, who, of course, has been watching many African leaders and public figures sharing their moments with the Pope and some of their reflections. Good evening to you, Dr. Matsanga. Thank you so much for your time. Let's just start with what you're penning there. As you say in that article, that it's deeply troubling to witness some African public figures and political elites rushing to social media to proclaim that they met the Pope and were once blessed by the Pope. Tell us why.
Thank you very much. Good evening across the world and the globe. May his soul rest in peace, Pope Francis. I wrote this article, the proximity, hypocrisy of proximity. You see, the Pope was not just the Pope. He was a man with values, a man with action, a man who wanted peace. Most of the African leaders and the world leaders, some of them talking today, are not peacemakers. Most of them are corrupt. Pope came to Nairobi. One of the proverbs that you talk about that Pope left in the people of Kenya, he said, rotten tomatoes, don't touch them. Then people said, where are they? He meant corruption. Corruption has eaten Africa. Most of these leaders saying, I saw him, I met him, I told him, he told me. No action. No action. Honor him by doing exactly what he told him. He's gone to the Mecca. But honor him now. Create peace. Look at an example of the people of South Sudan. the president and the vice president and all the leaders of Sudan. Pope Francis kissed their feet. They promised they will bring peace in South Sudan. Up to today, as we speak, as Pope died yesterday, these two gentlemen, Salva Kiir and Riek Machar, are fighting, are killing each other, maiming others. Corruption has been rampant.
So, Dr.
Those are the statements that made me to stand up to say, hey, why don't you honor the Pope by now coming to say, I met him, I saw him, he told us. Honor him and do something for Africa. Change Africa. That is my position.
So does it feel like there's a view, right, that maybe the visits were only photo ops potentially for some of them, or did they have a deeper meaning, you think?
The visits have a deeper meaning for the people. He talked about everything, climate change, conflicts in Congo, Libya, Sahel, the region, West Africa. He talked about capitalism that had killed everything on planet Earth. He talked about the superpowers
But
like
what about
America.
the leaders? But what about the leaders? Were these visits for them, as you've just spoken now, was it for them, in your view, more about photo opportunities, or did these visits have deeper meaning for them?
Some of them, exactly my sister, some of them took them as photo opportunities. You know, most of the African leaders, they want photos, everywhere, photo opportunity. Even in at AU, African Union, we take more photos than action. So some of them now are saying, I had a photo with the Pope, but he told you, remove corruption in your country, remove the war in South Sudan, remove the war in the Congo, remove the war in all parts of Africa, feed the children, feed the young generation. When he came to Nairobi, he told the president, people waited for him for 3 hours to address the bigger crowd. He said, don't hurry me. I am still with the children. I'm still with the downtrodden. Don't hurry me. You see, this is exactly what they should emulate and start working on. But I'm telling you, my sister, all this went from here and it came out. The African leaders do the same thing again. It is happening. Now they are saying, oh, we loved you. We loved you. But do something to give him the love that he desired.
So,
the everlasting love that he gave to the world. This was the only cross across Pope. I am an Anglican. I go to.
My people, we go leave the message of Pope. Let it remain for Vatican. Let us right here. Well, the information reaching us here from Finland over the case of Simon Ekpa. They said some hoodlums travel all the way from France, some travel from Canada just to go there to constitute nuisance. And as it stands now, it seems like they are paid comrades to go and disrupt their appeal, knowing fully well that Simon Ekpa have already prepared himself for what is about to happen, and also he have every evidence against the persecutors. Now these gentlemen and women appear there just to disrupt everything. And I asked, because I've asked this question before, who do we offend as a black people? Who do we offend that refuse to forgive us? This question needs an answer. And I'd like to hear the answers from you that is watching me. Freedom is coming. Freedom is coming. But what matters is, can you be able to fight to withstand that freedom, or to hold it, or to uphold it? Nnamdi Kanu once said, and Simon Ekpa rephrase it, that the fight to defend Biafra as a country will be huge than the fight to get Biafra declared, or rather to get Biafra recognized. Are we truly ready for the task ahead of us? That is the question that remains unanswered on so many different occasions. Are we truly ready for it? You that want us to go, what is your own contribution? Freedom is good. We love it. In fact, many of us, including I myself, cannot wait for that day. But to me, if you allow me to answer this question, I will only say, when we get to that bridge, we know how to cross it. What matters now is we must get our freedom. And it's not going to pass this year. Each day I wake up since we enter 2026. And I remember that my freedom is around the corner. It gives me a special joy. It gives me a special joy that my freedom is around the corner. I will never live again in fear. I will never walk in fear. I will never go anywhere in fear. Because Nigeria as a country is a crime against humanity. Nigeria is a crime against humanity. And we must do everything within our power as a people, as an individual, as a group, as a community, as a nation, to help them to dissolve it. That is the only duty we owe to them. Yes. I say, Zoo, we have given you people long range for you guys to do things the way it's supposed to be. Nnamdi Kanu begged, asked, let us write a referendum. Let us decide where we want to stay. He said no. Let us go back to regional government so that every region will be allowed to develop. Doing so is going to make sure that every region will be in competition to make sure that other regions are not look more better than their own. And I said no. And then he said, okay, since I brought all this to the table, and no one seems to understand the plight of my people, when I have to take my people, we will go. We have decided to go before. You said no. We should be together. In fact, you fought. You murdered the mother that murdered our mothers. I don't know what I speak. You. I had that English from somewhere. But let us be serious. When we decided to go, you buy all of us. In fact, your intention was to make sure that this race they call the Igbos should not be in existence. You grab us, you force us into entry, promising 3R. Not even half R have not been fulfilled till today. A place that the war was ravaged was built back by these same Igbo people. You force them in. Reintegrate them into what others are doing. You said no. Instead, you demote them to number 4 citizen. We arise again and we must go this time around. Ndị baye sị na osisi anaghị adụ nwoke n'anya ugboro na-abụ. Osisi ahụ adụgo anyị n'anya. Biko ka ọ ghara ịdịkwa anyị anya. Anyị ana. Fe ekwetere o. That one is their own cup of tea. Anyị nwa ga-ana. Nwaanyị ọbụla bịara ije di. Ọfụna na ife ọfụkwa n'ite arụzikwa akwụ. Nwaanyị eburu ngwongwo ya mee gịnị nawa. Marriage is for better, for worse. Not when the marriage is not working well. Not when there is complications. My brother, they will divorce. No any marriage that been instituted to last forever if there is fracas in it. If there's no fracas, yes, they can last forever. But ups and downs, Tibo Zobo, my brother, one must buy one. So the best way is to separate. And that's what you have been asking from this contraction of a people for so long. The marriage between the Northern Protectorate and Southern Protectorate expired since 2014. 100 years after the agreement was signed, which they titled amalgamation. Now, we are never amalgamated again. What is still keeping us together? That is the question. And we have uncircumcised Philistines who will come and tell you Igbos are their problem. If their wife have miscarriage, they will call Igbos. If they do business and they failed, the next person they will blame is Igbos. They went to hospital and the price is high. They will tell you it is Igbos. These same Igbos decided to go. You tag them terrorists, and now you militarize the south, their region, buying people at will. Nothing they did not call us. To the extent that one Mugu said he will teach us a language we understand. The idiot when they tell you this thing never even fight one war in his life as a general. Not general by merit, but general by appointment, based on who you know. He's the one that called us dot in a circle. Yet, they don't want to allow this dot to go. Dot in a circle, no be you to just allow them to happen there. Let them go, just go and die. When they die finish, then we can come back and claim their lands. They want to go. You say they are the bad people. Let them go there and use fake product to buy themselves. No be to your own advantage. Where is the love now? Why are you people stopping these people to go and buy on their own? Hey, well, sometimes, anyway, there is one message here I would like to pass on. The Mugu name is Dead Buhari. Because you know him very well. You know him very well. Let us just listen to this our brother here.
As Benue leaders are quiet, Fulani will continue bringing them down. As long as Nigeria youth are quiet, Tinubu and his government will never do anything. As long as Nigeria's armies are quiet, Fulani will take over this country, except with the help of the Igbo people. As long as Benue leaders.
Okeke, Igbo people. Okode, Igbo people. Okafo, Igbo people. Okonkwo, Igbo people. Yet, these same Igbo don't know their left from their right. These same Igbo, with all the whole of their excellence, anywhere they go, they would like to play second fiddle to the people they are better than. I think we need to do overhaul. That's what they call overhaul. When a football club have a lot of old players, you know, they will do what they call overhaul so that they will get new signings that will help them to win trophies. It seems like the Biafrans we have in this 21st century, we need to overhaul them all and go and bring back the old Biafrans. I swear, because the Biafrans that fought war of 1967 to 1970, that species, I don't know whether they are still in existence now. These Gen Z Biafrans, trouble there. Okay, my good people, we go take back break. Our time done now corrupt because CJ here, all what 12 can here. Get the point now. All 12 can here supported by Okute. Okay. So our time now we don't try 1 hour 30 minutes program after all the days rankles. Person know okay himself now. So my fellow Biafrans, what the one who commented and the one who will comment later. The one who wished good and the one who will wish later. My prayers to I pour out my heart to each and every one of you. Whatever that it have been disturbing your life, my brother, I don't care how long it takes. Every Biafran have the gift of prophecy. Every Biafran child, whether male or female, every Biafran child have a gift of prophecy. My brother, taste your own and see. And then you come back and testify. Just taste it, come back and testify later. You have a very great blessing that most of us are not making use of. So I decree, now whatever that is giving you sleepless nights, oh yeah, what big oko, stay now for to go kabiama, Uzo ben enaga ekeo enagori enagaf enaga nko my brother. If former we think an ezute n'uzo, ife mara mma, ụkwọdụ anya ha akpụgo. Agaghị nwaanyị aha na mgbe ọ na ọfụrụ ya cheta ife mere nwa ya ga-eme ya. Onye ahụ webe ọrụ na-afụgo na-ata kikiri meze, my brother, ọ gaghị eji eze ahụ ata anụ again. Ụta nkọrọ ya ka o rere bụ sara afa Chukwu oke abịa bụ onye penye niile. So my people who will watch this message later, please endeavor to share this message and make sure it get to each and every one of us that needed this message. So oh, it's your headache. Okay, my people. Kachineke meziokwu. Nje ṅụọ ọgwụ laba ụra. Bye bye.